So the new plexiglass came in today, so I thought it would be a good time to go ahead and show you what's happening with the cabinet at this point, and give you that promised video of what MaLa looks like. So there's the plexiglass, which is tinted dark, so you can't actually see it. And there's the control panel at the moment, which I've added I've swapped out the second player joystick with the ball top stick, just for the fun of it. It can be swapped right back to the teardrop one in just a couple of seconds. So anyway, here's how I turn the cabinet on. First of all, I have run the power supply cord from the computer and plugged it up here so it's on a little recessed switch above the coin door. And then also while I'm in here, I'll go ahead and flip on the light switch that turns the marquee light on, because I put them on separate circuits so I can turn the marquee light off so it wouldn't be in my eyes, because it's exactly at eye level. The blinky lights and the coin door lights are wired on 12-volt circuits directly to the power supply for the computer, so when I turn it on, it turns them on. And in the minute or so it's taken to talk to you, the computer has booted up there. And there's the Windows desktop. The screen is rotated clockwise, so that's why it looks funky. And in just a second, MaLa should boot up. Any second now. There we go. And I've got it running a generic arcade noise ambiance thing in the background. But it also has a fully functional jukebox, so I can have it play 80s music or clips from different games or whatever. It's all controlled by the joystick. It's got menus I can access with the second player start button, so I can filter games, turn the sound off, all that sort of stuff. For now, we'll turn that off. And it also has all these fully customizable sound effects. These are just things I personally picked. So you can turn it off with no sound or pick whatever sound you want. You can go through the games like this. You can go through alphabetically. This is just my favorites list. And by the way, this is what the screen looks like with the plexiglass on it. It's pretty effectively hiding the wooden board. I was still planning to make a bezel to go around it to completely conceal it. I also need to put a bezel. I really need to put a piece of cardboard behind the monitor, because the LCD has a bunch of light bleed going out of the back of it, and I think that's one reason why the screen looks a lot dimmer through the plexiglass. So I plan to try to adjust that at some point. So I hit the first player start button to actually start a game. I compiled my own version of MAME, so I cut out the little left-right agreement thing and turned off all the warnings and stuff, so it just goes directly into the game. And then I can hold down the first player start button and hit the first player button, and it puts coins in. And of course I have the coin door actually wired where I can just put coins in that way too. So anyway, that's that. And then I have a recess button here underneath the cabinet, which you can't really see, that exits, because I don't like having all the MAME buttons all over the top. Let's see, anything else to show you? Not really. Well, obviously that's sideways. So anyway, that's pretty much what the cabinet looks like at this point. I still need to get some side art, obviously, and I need to put a surround to go around the bezel, and I need to build all the other control panels. And I was also thinking about adding some touches, some paint onto the front, so it'll look like a brick pattern to match the marquee, just because it looks kind of empty. And I'd just like to busy it up with something else, just to make it look a little better. And maybe I'll do a video next time where I try to show you what it looks like on the inside of the cabinet, but I need to tidy up a little bit in there because it's kind of messy. Well, before I go, I'll show you what I ended up doing my solution for the wiring for everything. So I reach up in here where you can't really see because it's so dark and unlatch these snap latches I have inside the control panel, and then it lifts up. So there you see the tangled mess of wires. I'm really no good at actually labeling things. There's the iPack, and here is the keystone switch that everything's wired into. There's joystick 1's wires, there's joystick 1's buttons, joystick 2's buttons, and joystick 2's controls. So that I can easily just unsnap these 4 phone jacks and swap another panel in and plug them into those, and they'd be connected to the same things on the iPack for convenience. And then you can see the flashing lights, and that's the wireless keyboard signal box thing, and the start buttons, and then there's the hidden exit escape button. And there are the latches in question that hold the thing down. Alright. And there's the cat. Alright. Till next time. Take it easy.